There are days when the weight you carry sits in your chest like stone. Days when getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain in the dark. Days when hope feels far from reach. You move through the hours on autopilot and wonder if anyone sees the struggle. You wonder if God sees it. Many people keep that part hidden. They smile, they work, they answer messages. Yet inside I can't do this anymore. The Bible speaks straight into that place. Not the polished place, the quiet place. The place where fear, loss, and exhaustion meet. Today we move through 10 Bible verses for hopelessness, not as a list, as a path. A slow walk through stories, reminders, and the steady voice of God that breaks through dark rooms. Psalm 34:18. The Lord stays close to people with broken hearts. He lifts those whose spirits feel crushed. Picture someone sitting alone in a parked car at night. No music, no movement. Both hands pressed on the steering wheel. Tears fall because something broke that day. A dream, a relationship, a plan. Nobody walking past sees the depth of that moment. But God sees it. God steps toward the people everyone else overlooks. This verse does not say God removes the pain at once. It says He draws close to the broken. He lifts the crushed. He enters the space where you feel alone. He sits with you until you can breathe again. That is where hope begins. Psalm 42:11. Why sink into despair? Place your hope in God. He is the one who brings strength and steady peace. The writer of this psalm starts in a deep spiral. He feels forgotten. He feels overwhelmed. Then something shifts. He speaks to his own soul. He tells himself what he needs to hear, not what he feels in the moment. There comes a point where you cannot ignore the voice inside. You pause. You breathe. You speak truth back to the ache. This verse is that moment. It reminds you that despair is not the end. Hope is still possible. Strength still comes from God when your own runs thin. Isaiah 41:10. Do not fear. God stands with you. He holds you up when your strength runs out. Think of a child learning to walk. Their legs shake. They fall again and again. But the parent holds both hands. The child rises because someone stronger supports them. This is the message of the verse. God does not tell you to be fearless because you are strong. He tells you because He is strong. Fear does not vanish at once, but it loses power when you know you are not alone. When you cannot walk, He holds you. When you fall, He steadies you. His strength carries you where yours cannot. Lamentations 3:22-23. God's love does not run dry. His mercy renews each morning. Every new day carries new hope. Some mornings greet you with the same weight from the day before, the same worries, the same pressure. You wake up tired before the day begins. Yet this verse makes a bold claim. The sunrise itself carries a message from God. Mercy comes in daily portions. You do not store it. You do not earn it. You receive it. God hands you what you need for today. Not tomorrow. Today. Every morning is a reminder that God has not withdrawn His love. New mercy rises with the light. Romans 15:13. God fills you with hope when you trust Him. He brings steady peace that grows stronger through the Holy Spirit. Right before a breakthrough, life often looks impossible. Nothing shifts on the outside, so you assume nothing shifts at all. But this verse speaks about the inside, a peace that settles even while the storm continues. Hope is like a candle in a dark room. The darkness stays, but now there is a place to focus. A place where light starts to form. God plants hope where despair once grew. Peace rises. Your spirit begins to steady. God meets you in the place where your own strength reaches its limit. 1 Peter 5:7. Place your worries in His hands. He cares for you and does not turn away. Everyone carries a secret weight, a fear they never voice, a regret they bury, a shame they hide behind a practiced smile. This verse gives a clear instruction. Place it in His hands. This is not denial, it is release. God's hands do not close on you. They do not shake under the load. They stay open. They stay steady. You do not carry your burden alone. God invites you to place the weight where it can finally rest. Psalm 147, verse 3. God heals broken hearts. He binds up wounds that no one else can reach. Many wounds hide beneath strong faces. Some sit buried under years of pressure and silence. You call them normal. You call them manageable. But they still shape your life. This verse assures you God reaches the places no one else sees. He heals the wounds that sit beyond the reach of any human comfort. Nothing is too deep. Nothing is too old. Nothing is too hidden. God heals the places you cannot name. Jeremiah 29:11. Hope for the future. God holds plans for a future with hope. He does not leave you stuck in the valley. This promise was spoken to people who felt stranded. They lived in exile, far from home, far from stability. They believed their story was finished. God told them it wasn't. This verse stands at the doorway of your future and speaks the same truth. Hope is not wishful thinking. Hope is confidence that God still writes the story. Your valley is not your final home. God prepares a way forward even when you cannot see the road. John 16:33. You will face trouble in this world, but take heart. Jesus has overcome what tries to break you. Jesus does not avoid the truth. He names it. Life brings trouble. Life brings pain. Life brings moments that knock the breath from your chest. But He gives the final word. He has overcome. Your struggle is heavy, but His victory stands stronger. You fight real battles, but you do not fight them alone. Jesus holds authority over the storm that tries to drown you. Take heart. He holds what you do not have the strength to hold. Psalm 23, verse 4. Even in the darkest valley, you are not alone. God walks with you and brings comfort. Picture a valley at night. The path is unclear. The exit is hidden. You take each step with caution because you cannot see where your foot will land. Then you feel a hand on your shoulder. A steady presence beside you. Someone who knows the path with perfect clarity. God does not wait at the end of the valley for you to catch up. He enters it with you. He moves with your pace. He stays close until the light returns. His presence brings comfort in darkness, not after darkness. If hopelessness has settled in your life, these verses are not simple quotes. They are lifelines from God. They remind you that God draws close. God carries what you cannot. God renews your strength. God heals the deep places. God gives hope darkness cannot steal. Your story is not finished. Your valley is not permanent. Your strength is not the only strength in the room. Hope grows again. It may start small, it may rise slow, but it grows. And God walks with you until it stands strong in your life again.